Hi everyone. So it's an amazing weekend for me. I spent the weekend relaxing, a little bit different. Just for 5 minutes, let me tell you about the weekend and why it is so cool to have a good weekend. I'm an entrepreneur. Besides being a journalist, I'm into digital media, and sometimes it takes a lot of hours to brainstorm on how to break out with a new model of what works for what problem that's come up with much of the week. But this week it was interesting because I went completely off plan. And what worked was the fact that I got the chance to look at movies that really educated me as an entrepreneur. Let me tell you about this. How this works is so, like most entrepreneurs, I have a busy week, I have a busy 9 to 5 job like everyone else. It makes it really tough sometimes to break even, to spend some time thinking, even to connect with your mentors, to read all the books that is highly recommended of the great minds in the world. And that sometimes becomes a challenge. But then this weekend was different because I actually did go on Netflix. I did pick out a few movies that had to do with entrepreneurship, and they provided me with so much insight into how to do my work of delivering good products, good brands, good services, you name it, even much better than I imagined. Now, let me tell you a little bit about some of those movies. Now, what I will tell you one truth is this, that for different people, you learn different lessons, you pick up on different subjects, you pick up on different ideas from some of these movies and why they work for you the way they work for you. A few years ago, I watched Silicon Valley. It's a TV series, and I find it quite interesting because it really helped my mind to know that entrepreneurs work really, really hard, and that it's not sometimes the very first idea you have when you start out that becomes the main idea that brings about all the solution. That takes over the world, as some cartoon would say. But then, Silicon Valley TV series was good for me way back then. So it prepared my mind for what I was going to watch. Another movie, even though some people feel sly when they talk about this one, is The American Gangster by Denzel Washington. The movie was so good. It was so cool. It was about being relentless. It showed so much so about how you can rework your business model. You remember, all of us know we pretty much have business plans that we've turned to models this day, and we rework the models to actively become something we can use day to day in a way that brings about good results. So, American Gangster by Denzel Washington is another good movie for entrepreneurs to really sit out, watch, and get the best of any situation. I love that movie. Now, another movie, I'll just make it three for this weekend, okay? Another movie I watched this weekend is called The Room. Yeah, okay. This is Before Christ, BC movie. Um, the part about it that I loved was the story about Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was married to Julian Caesar at some point in time. He was ambitious. He wanted so many things done, and he wanted to resolve so many things. But at some point in time, he had to take on the military role to get things done. And when it was time to go the way of the economy to improve the lives of these people as well. So you see, entrepreneurship sometimes takes you in places or in directions you don't really want to go, but you have to go. You may pretty much hate accounting, but then you still have to do the accounting. You may hate marketing and then love accounting, and then, well, at different point in time, you really just have to get the job done. And there's nothing as helpful, nothing as good as having your mind know over and over again that it is not alone in this world. It is not alone in battling subjects. It's not alone in resolving issues. It's not alone in resolving, moving from a problem, or you call it a challenge, to a solution. It's very, very important that we're able to transcend over and over again. And you'll be surprised. The lessons that will go deep down into your mind, that will not be described by words or cannot be spoken of, but they're there. And sometimes when you face these challenges, similar to the challenges you saw in the movie, you soon realize that looks like you're doing something you've done before, just because you watched it before. So, my advice to you out there, if you're an entrepreneur, starting something good or doing something really possible for yourself, take out time when you can, somewhere between a book and movie. But I think a movie works fine for me. pick out something that really helps your mind, and I'm sure you get the best of the day. So that's it for me tonight. It's Sunday evening here in Nigeria, and I think it's amazing for anybody to get there. We get going. Have a good week and take care. See you guys on Saturday when I bring you my live show, The Brief with Family Life. Don't miss out on that. That's 10 a.m. West African time. I'll be live telling you about all the big stories in Nigeria. In the meantime, follow me all week long on any of my handles at Family Live on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Where else am I now? On YouTube, on LinkedIn. You find me all across all these platforms, on apps as well, at Family Live. That's the way I go, and that's how you find me. And keep up with me. It'll be a good time to chat and talk with you. Take care of yourself and have a good night.